What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys some new mecha reviews for Gundam Build Diver Rise Volume 3. Now, just in case you're unaware, today, the 26th of February 2021, is the release date of Volume 3 of Gundam Build Diver Rise. Now, I don't know when it's going to be available here in Hong Kong, just because mangas work differently to model kits, I presume. So, I'm going to check it out tomorrow to see whether or not I can pick one book up and check out what happens next in Gundam Build Diver Rise, although I understand jack crap of it because it's all written in Japanese. But anyways, do you remember this guy from my top 10 most wanted kits from 2021? Well, we finally have a name for it and the official blank line art. So here we have the Gundam Acce Rise. Now, I'm gonna explain later on when I read the blurb over here in regards to what it's capable of, but to take a look at the design alone without drawing any comparisons, it's a glaring difference to the core Gundam Rise that we have the twin beam sabers on the backpack. Now, I don't know if Rize's version of the planet system allows him to switch the core of the backpack, but I'm not really too sure. Like, for damn sure, my custom core Gundam can control every single bits and piece of its body with my own, like, the Mendeleev system, from that old post that I showed describing the system. But anyways, hopefully Rise can actually change like the core components of the core Gundam with its own planet system equivalent. But anyways, the Acce Rise, right? So we have, of course, the gigantic wing backpack that I don't know what it reminds me of. Like, it is bugging me to not be able to recount what the backpack design is reminding me of. Maybe it is the Accelerate Jinx, but I'm not really too sure. I don't know, but these things could jut flames out, and of course it is connected to the core unit of the backpack from the Anima Rise armor. So yeah, Bandai could easily just rehash this and extend the wings out. And of course, in regards to making this a model kit, the shoulder armor is not really too different because it only has the bottom extension as far as I can see. But yeah, because this is a black and white line art, I can't really tell where the shoulders end and where the wings start. So I may need your guys' help on this one, but as far as I can tell, the bottom extension is the only new piece on the shoulder armor. Weaving is completely different, so Bandai will need to put the most work into that. The chest armor, only the top piece is different, but minutely different because they only have the extensions here. The waist is completely the same, so Bandai can reuse those parts. Same thing probably goes for the arms. I'm going to check out the comparison photo later on. And we do have the avian theme really brought out by the leg armor, because we do have the feather design on the shin over here. Beside the smoke pieces, we do have like a feather design that some people think may be a chainsaw, but no, it's not. And we do have the dodo feet that I was mentioning before. Now, what the blurb says here is the Gundam Acce Rise is a form in which the core Gundam Rise is docked with the Acce Rise armor for the decisive battle. Equipped with the wheel unit Sphere Slasher on the wings and both legs, it is possible to improve the output of the mobile suits by rotating each unit. Accelerate Phoenix is a special move that raises the RPM to the limit. The Gundam wears flames like a phoenix and penetrates the enemies. So that's why I said Acce Rise, because, well, accelerate. So this is looking to be a very speedy unit and a very fiery one at that. Take a look at the comparison photo over here, and we of course can see that there are not really too many differences between the Anima Rise and the Acce Rise. So yeah, basically the base of the leg unit is completely the same apart from the extensions and the feathers on the shins. The waist is completely the same. The arms not necessarily the same because the gauntlet pieces over here are larger when compared to the Anima Rise, so that will need to be worked on as well. The chest armor I did mention. The backpack obviously has twin beam sabers, but we do have the pieces in the core Gundam Rise parts for twin-sided beam saber backpacks. And of course we do have shoulder armor over here. I think the yellow pieces on the bottom are traded out for the fins on the top. That's what I can tell. And of course the backpack has the wings, and the V-fin design is completely different. Although it does draw some motifs from the Anima Rise, Bandai will still need some more work on the Acce Rise armor in order to bring that design into the Gunpla form, but it is relatively easier when compared to, let's say, manufacturing the Dubious Art Gundam and the Reverse Turn X armor. So hopefully we will see this design as a kit later on down the line, because the Acce armor is one thing that I would love to include into my Core Gundam's arsenal just for the ultimate armor. Like, you guys will know if this thing comes out. And I will have to delay that reveal video for a little bit because, man, I have a solid plan for this one. I want to execute it before I reveal all the armor forms in one. But anyways, what do you guys think of the Acce armor, and do you think it is a high possibility that Bandai will actually make this into a model kit? Now, to go along with the reveals, of course, we do have a second one that is probably going to be the main sidekick, or the main kind of obstacle that Rize has to go through, or maybe this is actually what the Gundam Acce is going to be facing up against in the quote-unquote decisive battle. The Gundam Geminass V unit. Like, this thing over here, yeah, it could have a high possibility of being made into a P-Bandai kit, or maybe just being made into an extension set and equipped onto the Geminass. Who knows? We don't even know the color scheme of this thing. So, let's take a deeper analysis into it. Like, this thing, I think the head sculpt is slightly different because it does draw some cues from the Sandrock in the back because of the mohawk, but it does keep some core elements of the Geminass. For, let's say, the arms are completely the same, the legs and the waist is completely the same. So all that is different in the Geminass V unit is the shoulder units over here. I don't know if they're connected into the backpack or not. And of course, you do have the gigantic wings that are to mimic the Wing Gundam Zero, and it looks as though it's going to be equipped with a blaster rifle and shield, because from what it says here is that this is a modified Gundam Geminass used by Araclan, which is the character name. The Gundam is equipped with additional equipment V unit that has all the abilities of the 5 Gundams that appeared in the main story of Gundam Wing. It can also be transformed into the bird mode like the Wing Gundam. So that's why it is equipped with the rifle and shield, just so it can transform rather forcefully into the bird mode. Like, this is gonna be some LO booster kind of stuff, because yeah, the LO booster, just flipping the boosters up means the transformation. So if this does come out as a kit, which I think is a high possibility because they can reuse the Geminass frame over and over and over again, because it's basically no difference apart from the shoulder binders, the chest and the head, and of course the backpack. I'm not really too sure what to think about this, just because I don't really care too much for the Geminass, but this design I would love to have in my collection, although the Geminass is not really the best kit that came out in 2020 because of its poor engineering. But this design I will not mind to get, if this thing does come out as a kit at least. So that is basically gonna wrap it up for today's video. So, what do you think of the Gundam Acce and the Gundam Geminass V units? Let me know in the comments below. I'm gonna take a read at the manga whenever the hell I get it, and maybe address to you guys like the main plot points, if I can understand it, in a future live stream, just because I don't feel like doing kind of like lore videos when it comes to the official Gundam lore, because, well, that's Kakarot's job, am I right? But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for me. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe for more Gunpla videos, Gunpla news, and all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to the featured channels on my channel page if you haven't. Tell me in the comments below what you think of the 2 designs that I've showed off in this video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.